Okay, part two, Jamie's psychic perfuming session. First time you've ever sat in the perfumer's seat.
Yeah.
You are currently partially channeling somebody.
Someone from Guerlain.
Someone from Guerlain.
Age like from the 20s?
Hi, Jean-Paul. Thanks for joining us.
It's weird because I kind of feel him in my mind going, nice to meet you. What a surprise.
Didn't see this coming on Sunday.
Yeah.
All right, so we have the first, you thought you were building two perfumes.
Yeah.
Now you realize what you're doing is
building something in two steps.
Two steps. So you're building two separate structures, probably because we can then, tweak them separately.
Yeah.
The first one is that you just finished is oak moss, sandalwood, prunal, Douglas fir, and jasmine grandiflorium.
Yep.
And it's a really nice accord. That's what you've done here, by the way.
I mean an accord.
You've built an accord.
What is the accord?
That.
Okay, we don't know what that is.
No. Or you've built,
aromatic.
You've built a structure. There's some of those are top notes, some of them are mid, but it feels mostly like a top note with some sort of flourishes around it. It feels like an aromatic.
Oh God.
It's not really though.
This is the weirdest thing because I'm literally hearing his voice. Well, that's how I did it.
Oh, interesting. All right.
That's how I would do it. And the next step is this. I think this is the top and this is the middle. And then there's going to be a base later.
It's different. Well, we'll see how this plays out. I mean, part of, and I'm speaking for you here, but I've seen this enough. Part of having psychic and intuitive gifts is you don't really know what's happening. You just roll with it.
Yeah.
You get an explanation if you're lucky at the end.
Totally.
Right.
Yeah. Totally.
Now this, and I'm just for perfume understanding purposes, this is not technically strictly a top note accord. Oak moss is a base note. Sandalwood is a mid or base note. Jasmine grandiflorium is more of a mid. The Douglas fir and the prunal are tops. But it feels like a top note. And I could see maybe a perfumer structure. It's really nice. It's thin and it's sharp. It's not a finished perfume.
No,
but
it's not.
It's a beautiful accord or base, whatever you want to call it.
All right.
So
step one is Castorium.
This is why we can't have nice things. Okay.
Okay, and I need 3 drops of this.
Okay.
Just 3.
It's not very much, but you're the boss, or Jean-Paul.
Whoever
Somebody's
this
the
is.
boss. I'm not the boss.
Definitely a man.
All right, 3 drops of Castorium.
Okay.
Good thing we're filming all this so we can recreate it if it's perfect.
1 drop of wool.
Okay. It's also not much.
He says he didn't have this back then, not like this.
I think that's probably true. I think this is a newer animalic.
So he's playing with us just. Yeah.
Okay. This means that this won't be overtly animalic. That low dose of animalics is sort of appropriate for, support, adding some tenacity to the fragrance as a whole. So you're adding ylang-ylang. You're not zeroing anything at this point. We're winging it, folks.
I'm literally just listening to what he's telling me and doing what he's telling me. Okay. He's telling me what to do. He's saying 10 drops of this. Does that make sense?
I don't know where else we're going.
He's shouting at me. Of course it makes sense. He's kind of rude. Well, he's French. Yeah.
Hi, French people. We love you. 10 drops is not much, but
he's impressed by your what you have. He's like, that's some good stuff. Okay.
Okay.
This 20 drops.
Okay.
Gosh.
So we've dispensed
I'm
with
not
grams,
the boss here,
and we've gone to drops. So floral, it is, of course, makes sense. Forgive me, Jean-Paul. It makes sense that this would be the heaviest dose so far of what you have set aside here. It makes sense that this would be the bulk of whatever is happening here.
Yeah, that was very gratifying for him. He appreciated that. Okay, and then this sandalwood.
Yes.
He says this is not the best sandalwood, but it's what you have.
Okay.
So he's not impressed with that. But.
All right. Well,
and this is.
He can buy me some sandalwood if he wants.
How much of this? 30 drops.
Yep.
Does that make sense?
It does, absolutely.
1, 2. Push pause.
Okay. Jean Paul, if it is Jean Paul, has asked for 2 drops of benzyl salicylate.
Yeah, he wanted lilac, a lilac material, and we don't have any, so he settled for this.
Okay.
Um,
Which is a kind of a sweet floral aroma chemical.
so now he's saying, well, now we need something big, like bergamot.
Okay.
What do you have
I
for
have
bergamot?
Italian bergamot here. I have bergamot superior somewhere right here.
What is that guy?
That's a bergamot fragrance oil, actually.
Oh.
So it's not actually pure bergamot. Those two are both actual real bergamot essential oil.
All right. Okay, Jean Paul? Yes. How many? 14 drops?
Okay.
That's a lot of drops.
That is a lot.
14.
Do it.
Okay, so I was told to move out of the seat because now he's going to work with Noah and work through him. So we have 2 formulas or whatever that smell pretty nice together, but as Noah says, they don't have enough structure to them. They're going to fall apart. They need something solid underneath. And it does smell good.
It smells light. It smells fresh. It does smell I don't know about feminine.
Yeah.
Unisex to feminine leaning.
I was told it's a French perfume. This is French. Like,
okay.
He doesn't want any ouds add to it. Nothing like you normally would make.
Yeah. All right.
So Noah's going to try to channel in his own way, and not use so much of his like linear mind, and see what kinds of ingredients come to him. So what are you adding there?
Galaxolide.
How much do you want to add?
Just going to go until...
That's a good way to do it too. Instead of counting.
Yep.
Until you feel like complete.
Yep.
There you go.
Okay. I'm going to call this out, and again, in case this is amazing, we have it documented. It's 0.45 grams of galaxolide.
Okay.
Of galaxolide, 20%. Is that true? I'm going to do what you did, and yes, it is true. I was making sure this wasn't at 0, but there's no way that that would have been true.
Okay.
Okay, so 0.45 grams of galaxolide. It's galaxolide 50, 20%. So that's a lot of math.
Okay.
Okay. I guess we're doing actually, interesting. We're going to do a pretty heavy kind of musk combo here. Now, you already put in 1 musk. Why did it go in one and not the other? Is this clean? No. Like you already have romandolide in this.
Okay.
I don't know why that. All right, so now we've got globalide 10%. Doesn't need very much, actually. That's it. 3 drops.
3 drops.
Okay.
What's next?
Cashmeran, 10%.
See, I smelled that before, and I thought that's going in there, but then...
Really?
Yeah, I picked it up.
It's an ambery musk. Let me zero that out just in case. Oh, quite a bit of this, actually. Yep.
How much?
0.335 grams of cashmere and 10%.
Okay.
Okay, now we need more. We need more sandalwood. You added some real sandalwood. We need now more sandalwood base support, which I'm getting through a sandalwood base here, an aroma chemical sandalwood base.
Okay.
Called Sandexol. Okay, a lot of Sandexol. All right, there.
How much?
0.65 grams of Sandexol.